guys, we're going to bring on our next speaker. I told you it was going to be fire. I told you you're going to hear real-life stories and get real-life value. So our next speaker, we're actually going to travel all the way to the East Coast. We're going to travel 6 hours ahead of time, and I'm going to bring this other woman to the line. Like, this other woman, I feel like is a sister from another mister. If you guys are familiar with the color code, I know there's 2 color codes out there. So in the color code, the both of us are yellows, and I sometimes feel like I'm like talking to myself when I talk to her. She is a woman who comes to us from Pennsylvania, so I'm learning more about that place. And I literally just connected with her on the duplication, this literal 5-day drop duplication system. You know how, again, they say preparation meets opportunity? Well, my preparation and her preparation created a intersecting moment in time, and it gave us the opportunity for the both of us to work together. And we have been working together now since the start of the year. And it just feels like yesterday, but it's been like already 4 or 5 months, I think. And she has also relaunched her business with this 5-day drop duplication system. But let me just tell you one thing before I bring her on. When I met her, she was a 5-day drop beast. She had taken over 200 people through the 5-day drop since the launch of it last year. She took over 200 people through it personally. So this woman, she's an amazing social seller. She's also amazing with follow-up. She's amazing with systems because she herself was able to enroll that many customers direct to her. So then jumping into this 5-day drop system has just been amazing to watch her just, grow and watch her bring her magic to the table and share her genius. So I encourage you to listen in well to her and what she brings because she knows how to get them. And now she's just been helping more and more people. She's just an amazing chick. Like, I've been working with her and the training she brings and the systemization and all of that. Plus, she has a super busy life. Did I mention that? So I want to bring people to the table I want to show you, right, that you can build this in your busy life if you have the right systems. I just heard you giggle over there. So I want to bring to the line Ashley Albeck. She is a director on Platinum One. What's up, Ash? How are you this morning?
Woo-hoo! Oh, my gosh, Brandy, you're so sweet. I love you so much. And I got so many notes between you and Darylyn. I feel like I could just go teach on what you guys just taught me. But because I can't really everything you guys just said, I guess I'll talk about what I wrote
down. Your turn. It's your turn. You got to tell us what you're going to share. Okay, I'm going to mute and hand the call over to you.
Thanks, Brandy. Oh, my gosh. So that was such a great introduction. Like, I wish I could just repeat everybody's introduction so it, lifts you up every day. You know what I mean? Anyway, my name is Ashley. I have 3 amazing tips for you about consistency, which I think is great because Darylyn ended it on consistency. But let me introduce a little bit about myself first. I am from Pennsylvania. Like she said, I have 4 children. I'm married to my best friend ever. And my kids are all over the place. So I have a 22-year-old, a 15-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 6-year-old. So my 22-year-old, we're literally planning her wedding right now. And then my 6-year-old is graduating kindergarten. So we're all over the place. My 15-year-old is an all-star football player for his high school. I say all-star. I don't know if that's actually a legit name, but I say all-star. My 11-year-old is homeschooled, so I'm doing his schoolwork, And he has a packed schedule, so he's in everything. He's in karate and wrestling and just all the things, Boy Scouts, just everything. So our lives are so stinking busy. Not only do I have my business, right, but my husband is in sales full time as well. So it's just a chaotic thing. We are always doing something, and we always take on these projects, which is nuts. Like right now we're turning our basement into an apartment for my daughter, and it's just nuts, right? So I wanted to share that just because I want you to see that you can, if you follow a system, which we're putting together, and to be honest, yes, I did help all those people get started on the product, but in my eyes, I wanted a team that was growing. And yeah, okay, I got customers, but it wasn't turning into, I hope you can hear me, it wasn't turning into an actual growing business because my team wasn't growing. That's what I wanted. So So I took a step back, and I really started to hone in on the system of helping the team grow, how to help them get customers, how to help their customers turn into social marketers, how to help them get new customers. Like, that's where my focus has been lately in those, like, little pockets of time that I have. And Brandy has been, like, amazing helping me put this together. So I'm so grateful for her. It's so funny because, a couple months ago, one door closed on me, and I wasn't really sure what was going to happen, but you know that phrase, like, when one door closes, a better one opens? Well, that's when I was introduced to Brandy, and we came together with this system. She was already working on it, and I was already working on it, and then we came together, and it was like, boom, amazingness came out of it. And so I'm so excited that and just grateful and honored to even be on this call. So anyway, I'll share 3 tips for you, but a little bit of background from me is that, I had my daughter, my 22-year-old. I had her when I was really young. I didn't even graduate high school yet. So I graduated high school, and then I went right into college. And all I wanted was to make sure that I was setting up my daughter for a successful future. So I instantly then went into college, got a degree in finance while I was working full-time, and had a daughter, and got engaged and planned a wedding. So I got married right before I graduated college, and I was going to be a certified financial planner. And I was so amped up and ready. I already got, like, my insurance license. I was on my way there. I was already starting to, like, talk to people and get leads for my new business. And all of a sudden, I'm laying in bed at night, and I just kind of looked at my husband. I was like, hey, I need to talk to you. And he's like, yo, what up? And I kind of broke the news. I was like, listen, I've been thinking I don't really want to be a certified financial planner. I mean, the reason I wanted to be a certified financial planner was to help people, right, with their finances, help them figure things out, help them to live this, like, prosperous life. And that was one thing. But the other thing was I wanted to be a mom. I wanted to have, like, more children. And I was already burnt out and super distraught kind of about not seeing my daughter. Like, from 0 to 5, I was working full-time, going to school full-time. I'd literally leave at 6:30 in the morning and get home at 10:30 at night. I'd drop her off at my mom's in the morning, and then somebody else would pick her up, or like somebody else would pick her up from school, and then they'd bring her home and cook her dinner and do all the things, and I wouldn't even get home until she was sleeping. It was a terrible experience for me. I wanted to be there for my kids, and what I realized is I was going to build this career, I mean, it's not really a corporate career, but a career of like this, of a planner, then I'm going to be putting in 70, 60 hours a week to build that. And that was not the life I wanted to live. I wanted to see far out, what I wanted, and then work backwards to reverse engineer it. And that was not the life I wanted to live. So that's when I had this discussion with him, and thank God he was on the same page. I was so scared to tell him, but we looked at each other and we were like, yes, I agree. These have been really struggling years, and I want to actually be there raising my children, right? But I also knew I was ambitious, and I wanted to hit goals, and I wanted to help other people. And that's basically where the dream of building a business at home came from. And the cool thing is I already knew a bunch of very successful network marketers through my family, and that's where I was like, I honed in on it. I was like, and like Brandy said, I got bit by the bug, right? I wanted to build this network marketing business because I saw their lives, and I saw what it brought in for them, the flexibility, the ability to earn an income, like a full-time income in part-time hours. Like, those things showed me that I can raise my kids, have a family, and be a successful business owner all at the same time. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm also super grateful for everything else that it's brought me. Friendships and personal development. I would not be the mom I am today and the wife I am today if it weren't for the fact that in this kind of business, in network marketing, in Modere specifically and especially, do they encourage personal development and building better relationships around you and being more effective of a person, right? I'm just so grateful for all of that. So, okay, let's dive into this. I said I was going to bring you tips, and I want to make sure I get them out there. Okay, so the 5-day system, so flipping amazing because it's similar to something I used to do that worked well. However, it's faster, and I love fast. I have an ADHD brain, and it loves speed, okay? Like, it loves to just go fast and get results fast. And guys, who doesn't love the 5-day drop anyway? Losing 5 pounds in 5 days, I mean, that's fast. And I will say a lot of people, like, sometimes are like, oh, fast results aren't, well, they are helpful. And why? Because it motivates you to keep going. It definitely motivates you to keep going. And this is what I love about not just the 5-day drop for weight loss, but for business building, it is so big. So let's dive in a little bit about the why. First, I really want to, like, explain, like, why would you want to build a business? And you know, a lot of people, they always just default to money. Like, I'm going to build a business for money. But what is that money going to do for you? Like, that's where you need to dream. You need to dream, what is this money for me? It was because I knew it was going to give me time with my family. The money coming in from this thing that I had to do part-time was going to give me a lot of extra time with my family, which I love, right? Other people, it's because it's all about helping others. With the 5-day drop, you are helping people big time. Like, it doesn't seem like, oh, 5 pounds in 5 days, okay, whatever. But no, for real, it really motivates them. I'm watching my customers. Oh my gosh, I just love this. Over the last couple months, and they're like, they'll do the 5-day drop, and then they'll take a couple of weeks off, and then they'll do the 5-day drop because we do it every 3 weeks. They're like down 20 pounds, 40 pounds. Someone's down 70 pounds just from the drop, and we just came out with it not that long ago. This is incredible because not only are you getting those results, you're earning the income, but you're making such an impact, a positive difference in other people's lives. Put some money aside for a second. Maybe you're not even motivated by money. Think about the impact that you're making on not just that person's life. I mean, that's a huge impact for them. I mean, like, the feeling of the confidence that they get to be able to walk around in the clothing that they feel good in, being able to feel confident and comfortable in swimsuits, or, you know, I don't want to get risky, but, like, you know, for their spouse. You're making a huge positive impact in their life, but it's also generational. Think about it. If you're helping somebody change their life for the better in their health, it's going to do what's the word? I don't know. I can't think of the word. But it's going to go down the generations. It's going to affect their children, and then their children's children, and then their children's children. You're going to be impacting the future of the world. And that might sound hokey, but it's true. You're making a huge impact just by inviting other people to join you. And those actually goes right into my tips. The 3 tips I have for you, and I really hope you have pen and paper to write these down, but the 3 tips is to always be inviting, inviting, inviting. And let me explain each invite because they're all different. If you want to grow your team, if you want to grow your income, if you want to grow the impact you're making in the world and helping others and making connections and friendships, if you want to just prove to yourself that this is something that you can do, I really want you to focus on these 3 invites. So write this down. 1, always be inviting to the next drop. So make a minimum goal. So this is Brandy said, when you make a decision, you make it happen, right? So we're going to make a decision. We're going to put a line in the sand that you will always have a minimum every single 3 weeks, a minimum of 3 to 5 new people in the drop. Those are brand new spanking people. Those aren't people who, like, used to order and now are ordering, or was someone, you know, customer. Nope, these are like brand new spanking people. 3 to 5 new brand new spanking people in the drop every 3 weeks, and that's your minimum. If you want to go and make some real impact and grow your income a lot more, make it 10, all right? 10 new people every 3 weeks. But here's the thing. In all business, you know, you'll hear people say, like, new blood, right? You want new blood. You want new people to be exciting you and being excited to be in this system. And the reason being isn't just for, like, it's for everybody. You get excited because they're new and you have new people coming in. Your downline gets excited. Your sideline gets excited. Your upline gets excited. Like, everybody gets energized by the new people. So you always want to have 3 to 5 minimum new people in your drop which is going to happen most likely every 3 weeks, okay? So that's number one. Number two, always invite. So this is your second invite. First one was invite to the next drop. Number two, always invite them to upgrade. And Brandy already talked about this. She said on day 3, on Wednesday, what we do is we introduce the continuation products, which is like the 5-day drop and lean body system with BioSale. You can add that in there too. Or the XM kit. And you're going to introduce them to the beautiful, super discounted XM pack, right? The 5-day drop one that also comes with this income option if they choose. Okay, so that I had to change my mindset around that. I had to, instead of being like, oh, I want to build a business, I just switched it, and I said, dude, you want this really awesome XM kit that's amazing? It also comes with the option to build a business, right? So, like, I just had to switch in my head which one to emphasize, right? I tell them both, but I switch which one to emphasize. And inviting them to upgrade is so big. It's so big because it's bringing them more into our system, more into our product, understanding how it's going to help them. It's going to give them bigger results. All of that makes a huge difference. So we have inviting to the next drop. We have inviting to upgrade, right? Number 3, always invite each person to share their results. And Brandy brought this up as well. And you're going to explain to them, you're going to go to them like towards the end. So you can go, we're dropping hints of this during the 5-day drop, but you are going to go one-on-one to each of your customers, right, who are in the drop. And you're going to go to them and show them the picture of their scale collage that we were talking about, right? So you have their scale collage, and after day 6, when they drop that last weight in there, you're going to have their scale collage, and you're going to send it to them personally, one-on-one. You're going to say, oh, my gosh, you rocked this. Like, you did so well. I am so proud of you. Look what you can do in 5 days. Isn't this amazing? How do you feel? Do you feel less bloated? Do you feel this? Do you feel that? Do you feel like your clothing's fitting you better? Ask them a bunch of questions about how they feel, right? They're going to get back to you. They're going to, celebrate with you. This is like, how cool is our job, by the way? How cool is our job? We get to be this positive, shining light in other people's lives. Do you know how many other people are cheering them on? Do you know that a lot of people love this kind of community for one huge reason? And it sounds so silly, but it's true. They can't talk to other people about their weight loss. They can't even talk to them. I have helped so many people where, they come to me, they talk to me about weight loss, but they say, I can't bring this up. So, like, let's say you have 30 pounds to lose, okay? You want to lose 30 pounds. But if you bring this up to, like, your best friend, in a very nice way, your friend's going to say, oh, you look amazing. You don't need to lose weight. When in all actuality, you really want to. You know what I mean? And you're like overweight on the BMI and all the things, and you want to lose weight, but you can't talk to anybody about it because they don't know how to respond. They're not comfortable with that conversation. So you don't have an outlet then to talk to somebody. Now you're that person for them. You get to cheer them on. You get to give them guidance. You get to give them, this solution for their problem that they're searching for. So many people have tried so many things. The amount of people who come up to us and they're like, we're telling them about it. They are like, oh, I want to do it. I've been watching you for 3 years, 5 years, 2 years, 1 year, 6 months. I mean, that's a long time to be watching someone before trying something, right? So anyway, where was I? We need to go back. Okay. Always be inviting them to share their results. So here we are. We're giving them their scale pictures, the collage, and we're celebrating them. And then we're going to ask them. We're going to invite them. Hey, I want you to put this on your wall. Now, you don't have to put the actual scale picture. A lot of people don't want to put their scale picture. That's great. You're just going to write up a little thing that says, I can't believe I lost 6 pounds in 5 days. I feel less bloated. I feel amazing. Let's celebrate. We're giving away a 5-day drop. Ask your upline what giveaway they're doing, right? And then post that. And then anybody who's interested, all you have to do is reply to their comment and then put them and say, oh, I'll send you info, and then put that person and me and you in a group chat. So 3 people in one chat, and I'll do all the work. Right? That's it. That's all I say to them. And then they put up the post. I just, like, as I'm talking to you, I have somebody who's like, hey, I have my mom in this group chat. Can you answer it? So anyway, that's how we make the system continue on. So you have the 5-day drop, and then you're just going to follow up with them afterwards. You're going to invite them to share their results in hopes to help somebody else get the amazing results that they're feeling, right? The other way, so there's 2 ways. for them to share. One way is like posting, and the other way is, do you want to text 5 of your friends and say the same thing? Hey, I can't believe I just lost 6 pounds in 5 days. If I send you the info, would you let me know if you want to join me on the next one? So write that down, okay? Text their friends. Hey, I can't believe I lost 6 pounds in 5 days on this drop, ... If I sent you the info, comma, would you let me know if you want to join the next one with me? That's it. And then if they say, yeah, sure, send me the info, there, have them put you and them in this group chat or text or whatever, and you do all the answering, okay? So those are your 3 tips. I have some bonus. If you want to really take it up a step further with the invite system, right? So I gave you 3 ways of inviting. The next step would be inviting them to earn an extra $500 to $1,000. Now they posted, they're putting you in group chats, and you're making sales for them. Now you're like, hey, do you want to earn an extra $500 to $1,000? Do you want to like learn how to do that? And then see what they say there. So now you're inviting them to be a business owner. Then you're inviting them to join team chats, right? Hey, you just had your first and second sale. I want to throw you in this group chat. This is where we like share the sales early before they come out. This is where we celebrate each other for rank. This is where we, XYZ. Do you want to join that group chat? Yes. Awesome. Putting you in there, right? That's another invite. Another invite would be inviting them to a live event, like right now we have a Baltimore event for those on the East Coast. Those people we're getting together is called Director Dash. You can invite them to that, right? You could also invite them to the Fall Social Summit. Is that what it's called? I can't remember. The Fall Social Summit. Anyway, there's one in Las Vegas. There's one in Orlando. There's like 2 up in Canada. I forget which side. Maybe one on both sides. That would make sense. Anyway, invite them to a live event. How fun would that be to have a girls trip and then they get more introduced to the system, to the people, to the fire. You're keeping them close to the fire, right? Last, when we're talking about all these invites, you've got to keep track. Keep track of every single person that you're inviting, whether it be to the next drop, whether it be to upgrade, whether it be to, posting, whether it be for the extra money, the join the chat, the live events, whichever one, you're going to write it down because you need to follow up with them. Think about this. So I'm planning a wedding with my daughter, and I thought about it. I'm like, okay, so you send out these invites, and you're expecting an RSVP. Does everybody send their RSVP back by the RSVP date? No, not even close. I am one of those people who never send them back by the due date, right? So you need to message each person who didn't get back to you and just ask them, hey, did you look over the info? Do you have any other questions? Like, you need to be following up with these people. Now, that's another training that I have for follow-up, which I highly recommend. But that being said, you need to go get those RSVPs, and you've got to keep track to be able to do that. Like Darylyn said, no is a no. It's not a permanent no. It's a not right now. So you need to have, even those who said no, you need to have track of that so you can come back to them later. By the way, when someone says no to me, I usually ask them, is there something holding you back? Is it income? Is it whatever it is? Or I'll just be like, no problem. Do you want me to keep you updated for the next one? And so many people say yes. And now I just got permission to message them back again. So, all right. So there's a reason why you're on this call. I love that Brandy said that. I highly recommend that if you're here, if you're listening, to figure out your why. What is it that you want? Do you want to help others? Do you want to make an impact in the world? Do you want to grow your income? Do you want to just prove it to yourself that you can do it? Then I highly recommend to get started on this system and really dive in. There's trainings everywhere about the 5-day drop system. So go get it. Go do it. I'm super excited for you. I hope I didn't go too over time. Sorry about that.
No, you did amazing. Ashley, you did not disappoint. Come on. You shared your exact system, and I just love it. The chats are going off. I literally sat here, and I was like, I'm going to just listen, and I'm going to take in the vibration that she's coming from, because I love how we continue to reaffirm, first and foremost, why we love this program, and it's because we love helping others. Like, we just love supporting them. I know it sounds so cheesy, but it's so true. Thank you so much, Ash, for that. Guys, what Ashley said is true. There is training on the 5-day drop everywhere, and you can find it everywhere. So I am